So recently there's been an art drama. What's new with this community? I know, but to be brief and catch you up on what I'm going to be talking about, Omnia, a largest YouTube art commentator, posted this piece of Raven from Teen Titans titled Work in Progress. The issue was this piece bore extreme similarities to another work created by Meg_ecarp, an Instagram artist. Original credit was not given when Omnia initially posted the art piece, so it looked as if they were passing it off as their own. Since receiving criticism, Omnia has added the proper credit and apologized to the artist they plagiarized intentionally or not. Again, Omnia apologized, the apology was accepted, credit was added so we can move on from that particular situation. However, there are still some things I see people saying and defend, so I want to answer the title's question right now. Hey guys, it's Mixie back at another video. Today we were going to be talking about this awkward fiasco of a drama. Like, it's baby drama, guys. Let's just get into it. There's like more, but I'm not touching the messy stuff with a 10-foot pole. We're talking about art today. This video is kind of for educational purposes. It's not drama, it's not a drama video, but I think it's a good example of what not to do. Plagiarism and copyright are something that goes hand in hand. You need to be able to adequately understand both of them to recognize when it's taking place. If someone created an art piece, and I use the best of my artistic skills to copy that art piece, despite me creating the piece myself, it is still plagiarism. Just because it took more effort to reproduce the work than it would for someone to just copy and paste it or throw a couple filters on it, it doesn't make the work transformative enough to stand on its own. The definition of plagiarism is defined as the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as your own. So it's fluid, and I'm going to use a famous example to explain this point. Perhaps the most famous case is that of Jeff Koons and his copy as the Fate de Ver campaign, originally created in 1985 by Frank Dovici. The original image for NAF Women's ready-to-wear label in France featured the company's mascot, a pig with a cask of brandy around its neck, coming to rescue the model buried in snow. Koons' sculpture was essentially David Ovici's work in 3 dimensions, with the added penguins to further evoke the cold and flower garland. The final nail in the plagiarism coffin was that Koons named his piece Fate de Ver. Very similar names. After seeing Koons' work on display at the Pompidou Center in 2014, David Dovici sued the American artist for copyright infringement. He asked for $352,000 in damages and for Koons' work to be confiscated, but the lawsuit ended with the original artist getting only $168,000 in damages while the sculpture remained. Apart from the Fate de Ver case, Koons faced 5 other lawsuits, of which he lost 3, and the 4th was settled out in court. See how that works? Sorry if I butchered the names, but anyway, despite the artwork being an entirely different medium, he was still sued and lost. Reproducing someone else's work with your own skill doesn't protect you. So even if you create something based on the source material of something else, there's still some level of inherent copyright to it. Meg_ecarp does not own the copyright to Raven from Teen Titans, but she has an inherent copyright to her own work. So her work was plagiarized. She didn't create the character design, because even though she didn't create the character design, she still owns the rights to other aspects of the work. Overall, it's just safe to always link and mention references when it comes to these kinds of things before someone calls you out on it. And to answer the title of this video, yes. I know I said I was going to leave it drama free, but honestly, I decided to hop in on the drama. Anyway, I want people to acknowledge that people can be widely wrong on certain opinions and say stuff and say the wrong things, but that does not make them an inherently despicable person. The art community has a very bad habit of dogpiling on people and treating them like absolute shit for the darndest of things. So, we're going to talk about the video. We're going to talk about it just a little bit because I didn't want to make a whole video about it because I really don't like to get into drama because it's petty and dumb. But let's talk about it a little bit. Omnia made that video about the trauma is drama thing, right? Or trauma, that video. They were very wrong in a lot of those opinions. They were saying things like, oh, well, cheating's not so bad. It's lukewarm, lying, hypocrisy, backstabbing. All those stuff are legitimately bad things. And I just wish there was a more normal way for people to say, hey, that's kind of not a great message to send without also dogpiling it. I don't know Omnia personally. I haven't had a single full conversation with this person. Okay, but just seeing how the art community likes to demonize people for small mistakes. Okay, this is not a huge thing. This is a bad opinion. This is a bad video. But in my personal opinion, I feel like we need to pause the dogpile. It's already gotten kind of out of hand. Listen, like I said, I like to stay drama free, but I just want people who are my fans and you're watching this, want you to, hey, watch the drama videos, have fun with it, but at the same time recognize that these are still humans and these are still human mistakes, and human mistakes can be forgiven sometimes, especially if they're not really that bad. And for me, this is not. There's worse things. They're young, they're saying stupid stuff, they have made a bad video. I've made bad videos, so I just want to have it out there. And Omnia, if you watch this, if you get this far in the video, maybe just let things go. You don't have to debunk every single accusation. You don't have to debunk everything. You can just take what you know you did wrong, take what you know you phrased wrong, and just let bygones be bygones. A problem with this community is that everybody feels the absolute need to prove that they were actually right. It's like, no, I was right because XYZ, LJK element. Like, just take the L. And I promise that if a lot of people just started taking the L when they were actually in the wrong, these dramas wouldn't grow as big as they do. It's just people just arguing about the smallest stuff that doesn't matter. And I wish everybody involved sometimes could just be a little more normal. I wish everybody involved in these dramas could just be a little bit more normal sometimes. But that is Spooksy's hot take and drama. I don't talk about drama a lot, so this is a surprise for you guys. But after a couple of years of really seeing how the art community operates, I just want to put that out there, guys. Try to be a bigger person, understand the human and people on the other side of a screen. That's all. Spooksy signing out.